Tomorrow, I am recording this just to kind of go over the challenge so that you do not have any questions or anything like that. So- Okay, so this is all about the declutter challenge in my Facebook group, July 2025. The goal of this month is to create more spaciousness in our lives, and this spaciousness will create more calm and will make room for more joy and abundance. Um, Yesterday, I was actually out in my garden weeding, and I thought of this. If you take care of plants at all, you know that it's so important for you to pull out the stuff that no longer fits. And when you do that, you are able to create more space for growth. And we as humans are exactly the same way. We need to get rid of things that are no longer serving us. And when we do that, we make room for the things that we actually do want. So I want you to think about, where in your life are you most craving calm, peace, joy, and abundance? And you kind of have the opposite. Because if you can identify that, then it will help direct you on which part of your life that you want to declutter. Um, so just be thinking about, where would this help you most? So we're going to declutter in three ways. You can declutter your home, you can declutter your mind, or you can declutter anything else in your life. You could do all three. You could do one a day and keep, do your home, then your mind, then your life. Home, mind, life, if you want to. Or you can just focus on one area. It's all totally up to you. You're gonna make this your own. Um, the gist of it is this: choose between, like, each day, you're going to choose between your home, your mind, and your life. Okay. Um, and just do one thing if you're very busy. If you have time, like for me, I'm a teacher, I have the summer off. This is when I have the most space, then I can do more than one thing in a day. Don't, be really honest with yourself. That's the biggest thing. Like, what do I have the space for? If you're like, I'm going to declutter my entire house from top to bottom, I'm going to declutter my mind and my life and do every single thing, and you start and you do it for 5 days and then you get burnt out and quit, that's not what we want. We want to learn how to declutter almost like on a daily basis to keep our lives like this. So the more simple it is, the more your brain is going to be like, all right, I can do this. No big deal. But if you make it bigger, your brain is going to be like, no, I don't want to do this. It's too much work, because the goal of our brain is always to conserve energy. All right. Declutter the one thing for 10 to 15 minutes. That's what I'm saying, like, same thing that I just said. If it's quick, your brain is like, okay, I can do this, no problem. Set a timer, because if you're anything like me, you'll just like keep going, keep going, keep going. Or the timer is good for your brain if your brain doesn't want to do it. Because if you're like, nope, it's just 10 minutes, we can do this, and just kind of coach yourself along. Also, when I set a timer, I move more quickly. I don't know what it is, but it just it just works for me. Another thing that really works for me is if I record myself doing it, like if I was going to make a video or something, if I record myself and do time lapse, for some reason I move faster. So if you want to try those things, then go for it. Um, and then I just want you to keep track of it. So you can write, like I'm going to write in my planner. That's how I keep track of things. You could have something in your phone. You could make a spreadsheet. You could have a piece of paper and you just do checks. Some people like to do I always see people on Instagram, like they have a calendar of the month and then they put like a little symbol on each day that they work out. So you can do this for decluttering. Um, And if someone wants to make something and share with the group, or if you want to share with the group how you're keeping track, that would be amazing. Um, and then I'm just going to post one time a week. And I want you to just let us know how it's going. Once a week, I'm going to say, how's everyone doing with their decluttering? I'm going to tag you in that post and just comment, say, I'm doing great. I need to get, I missed this week, so I have to, do more next week, or I have 3 more days to go, whatever it is. I would love to hear how it's going or what you're getting out of it. And when you comment those things and other people read them, you motivate people to follow suit. Or somebody's like, oh, I gotta get caught up. I see that Sally is almost already done. They might motivate, you might motivate them. And even if somebody's not doing the challenge, like nobody has to do the challenge. You could just declutter 2 days or one day. It's just the point of it is the more people see it, the more motivated they will be to declutter and to make more space. Um, okay, so now I'm gonna go over like how to declutter each space. Um, this one is like fairly simple, but I've explained it to a couple clients before and they're like, oh my God, I never thought of it that way. So I'm just going to explain it. If you feel like you have a method, you can skip over this part. But decluttering your home without overwhelm, that's what I'm explaining. Okay. Because I know some people get really overwhelmed. Choose one small space, a drawer, a corner, under a sink, a cabinet. Set the timer. Take everything out of that space. Put them in 3 piles as you take them out. Keep, throw away, move to another spot. When I say throw away, I mean like donate or whatever. Clean the space, grab a wipe, clean it, whatever you have to do, sweep, vacuum, put everything back in a nice organized way that you're keeping, throw the pile away, like do it in the 15 minutes, like get rid of it or put it in a bag, put the bag in your car, drive around with the bag for weeks. Just kidding. Don't do that. That actually could be another day that you like go drop off all the donations that you have. That would be really cool. And then move the other things to the correct spot. So like if you have like I would have like Theo's toy somewhere. So I would take his toy and put it down with where his toys belong instead of in the bathroom, wherever, So that's it. Super simple. This is the one that I'm assuming you probably don't know how to do yet. And I'm going to explain it as best I can right now. So before I start though, I want to explain why you're doing this, okay? Our brain, we have 60,000 thoughts in a day. And most of those thoughts are negative. Most of those thoughts are the part of our brain that's trying to protect us and keep us safe, that's trying to conserve energy. And until you learn about this, you think your thoughts are like facts, that whatever you're thinking is true. It's the news, right? And it's not. Your brain lies to you all of the time, literally all the time. So let's say you want to go to, I should have thought of an example before. You want to go to the gym, right? You want to go to the gym, which like you going to the gym and working out, that's great for you, right? Like there's nothing wrong with that. But your brain is like, oh my God, we can't go to the gym because if we go to the gym, then we're going to have to exert too much energy. So let's tell her that she can't go to the gym because she hasn't spent enough time with her kids yet today. Let's just tell her that. And then you think the thought, oh, I can't go. I haven't spent enough time with my kids today. And then you don't go to the gym. Your brain is lying to you. You've spent plenty of time with your kids today, yesterday, and you will tomorrow, right? But your brain is lying to you because your brain wants to protect you. But it's a liar. It's a big liar, big fat liar, okay? And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do, to pick out the lies, all right? So you're going to write down all the thoughts that you've been having. Set the timer, 10 minutes, write them down. If the timer didn't go off, I want you to ask yourself, what else? And what else? And what else? And keep writing. 60,000 thoughts in one day. You can fill a page or half of a page, right? Then you're going to go through each thought. And my next part I'm going to teach you is that your thinking creates how you feel. Okay. So when I think the thought, I can't go to the gym because I haven't been with my kids all day enough today, you feel guilty. And then when you feel guilty, you're like, I don't like this feeling, so I'm going to stay home. I don't want to keep thinking, or I'm going to start thinking about all the other things that I'm not good enough as a mother, right? I feel guilty. I don't like feeling guilty. It feels horrible in my stomach. I don't like it. Okay. So now what I want you to do is to go through each thought and ask yourself, how does that thought make me feel? How does that thought make me feel? If, and then ask yourself if you like what you do or don't do when you have that thought. So if you don't go to the gym every single time you think I want to go to the gym, and then your brain says you can't, you have to spend more time with your kids, you have to be a good mother. And then you don't go to the gym, and then you never go to the gym, and then you gain 50 pounds and you're so stressed, and then you get sick. And then like, do you like the result of not going to the gym? Or you're in a bad mood all day because moving your body makes you feel better, like whatever it is. Do you like the result of that thought? Do you like the fact that you're not going to the gym? Or do you actually want to go to the gym? Like I know you don't really probably want to, but in the long run, do you want to go to the gym? So what you want to do is if you don't like how that thought makes you feel or the result that it gives you, cross it off. Okay? The act of crossing it off is you setting a boundary inside of your brain and you being the boss of your brain. That's what I want to teach you how to do. Become the boss of your own brain to create the life that you want. Okay? So when you cross up a thought, that doesn't mean that thought is never coming ever again. It's going to come, especially if it's been one you've practiced for a very long time. It's going to come. But the act of crossing it off and just acknowledging that thought means the next time that you think it, that you are going to pause and you're going to hear that thought, and then you're going to be like, oh, nope, nope, I'm not thinking that thought anymore. I don't like the result of that thought. You're stopping the thought in its tracks. There's so much more that goes with this, but this is the first step. It's taking the thoughts out of your brain and getting rid of the ones that don't serve you, that don't help you to be your best self. Okay? That's the first step. If you want more, I will share more as we go. If you want more, then I definitely can teach you this. You can sign up for a 30-minute coaching call with me. Or the other part is if you go through it and you don't really know how to do it and you just want me to do it with you and make sure that you like, there's no right or wrong way to do it. But if you want to check in with me and see if you're doing it right, then reach out and sign up for a 30-minute call and I will make sure that you're doing this correctly. Okay. All right, the last one. And this one is literally like anything. And I'm sure this is my brain's list. I want you to share in the group and I'll ask like anytime you come up with something to declutter that I didn't think of, please share it because I think this one's like fun and can be life-changing, some of them. But now just declutter your life. So choose any area of your life that decluttering would help you, your friends. Maybe you have some people hanging around that like are not helping you anymore. And you just are like, I'm not going to spend any time with Sally this month. Like whatever. Like I'm not saying like you're getting rid of your friends forever, but like I'm not going to spend time with them because they don't bring me any joy. Okay. Or maybe you have a friends list and every time you open up your Facebook or your Instagram, you see a post by this person and it just like annoys you. Get rid of it or snooze them. Snooze them. All right. Events and things you say yes to. What are you saying yes to that you don't want to do? Your life is way too short. You have way too much to do. You have limited amount of time and energy. So choose what you're doing, who you're spending your time with wisely. Okay. Now, both of those, if you're deleting friends from your life and deleting things that you say yes to out of guilt, that's going to be hard. Okay. So that is why I'm offering coaching at a very low rate just for this, because I want to help you do it. And you might need a little bit more support from me, a little bit more help with your brain on this one. Like that's literally what coaching is. Um, then I can help you. Okay. If the thought of deleting something from your life scares you, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. That's your brain tricking you. Like, don't do that. We don't want them to be mad at us. We don't want them to feel bad because we said no, right? Let's sacrifice ourselves to keep them happy. That's what your brain is telling you to do, that liar. So if you want to learn how to override that and you need help with that, then I can help you. Okay. These things are much more simple. Your apps, like what apps do you have on your phone that you no longer need? Like get rid of them, right? They're taking up space in your brain and just storage. Things you spend money on. What are you spending money on that you don't need to be spending money on? Like, get rid of that. Money doesn't get cluttered, just goes right into the bank and save it right up. But the things you're buying clutters you. Or when you buy something, well, like when you buy something and then you regret it, that clutters your brain, right? If you if you are buying a food that's cluttering your body, stop doing that. Like decide I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to buy this anymore. Um, this one's for me. If you know me in any capacity, well, you know that I have so many emails. I have 3 email addresses and I hardly ever delete. I won't say never. I hardly ever delete my emails. Like I have so many text messages, pictures, videos. That's for me, the whole thing. When and where you spend your time, your garden, weeding and pruning is a form of decluttering. Those are my ideas for like decluttering your life. But again, please tell me if you think of something else. This one I think is fun. Okay. Overall, make sure you do these things. Keep it short and sweet. Keep track. Check in weekly. Notice how you feel before and after. That one's super important. If you find that you're dreading this and you're like, oh, this is a chore, I don't want to do it, then DM me. Like, let's talk about it. Because it's good for you, but your brain, again, is going to put up a fight because it's effort. And our brain doesn't like to put effort out. Um, and then just like get it done. Make it the first thing you do. I will also share like at the beginning of the week, you should write down what you're doing. Like, okay, on Sunday, I'm going to declutter under my sink on Monday. I'm going to delete some emails on Wednesday. Like, make a plan at the beginning of the week. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just think about it and I'm going to write everything that I want to declutter and just make a list. And then, like, let's say I'm feeling like getting my bathroom done will be the easiest thing on a day that I'm feeling like blah. So I just get started with that. On a day that I'm like, let's go, then I might decide to declutter like Theo's toys. Do you know what I mean? Like something that is kind of cumbersome and I really hate doing. So, um, you know what? I have one more other tip, and I will share all this in the group. Sometimes I feel like you don't see everything that I post. Try to make it fun. And like I said before, like setting a timer or recording yourself, that makes you go faster. You could try to go like beat the clock and like play a game that way. I listen to music or podcasts, or you could watch like have your favorite like Netflix show in the background, like make it as enjoyable as you possibly can. You can dance in the middle, like whatever works for you. And then lastly, if you need help, if you need support, please reach out to me in the group or DM me. Don't start this and like hide, go away because it's too hard. that's what I'm here for. That's why you're in this group. That's why you're joining. Like, if you could do this by yourself without any help, your house would already be decluttered, right? Just like me, like my house needs to be decluttered. That's why I'm doing this. So, um, if I need help, if I'm struggling, I will post in the group because I know that I have some coaches in there. I know that some of my friends act like coaches. Some of you will act like coaches, like whatever it is. Let's just promise that if we're struggling, we're going to post in the group and we're going to ask for support. Because sometimes, like, I'm having a bad day when Sally's having a great day. So I need to take some of Sally's energy. I need to borrow that from her. So if I'm like, oh, I can't, I don't feel like doing this. And then Sally's like, oh, just go and get it done. Put on your favorite song. Like, it might help me, you know? Um, in the group, please share your celebrations, your tips, inspiration, and ideas with us. Like I said, if you think of something like to declutter in your life that I didn't think of, please share it in the group. I like can't wait for all of your brains, all of our brains together to declutter. And then let's end the month feeling more calm and at peace. Like that is the goal. So reach out to me, please, with any questions or thoughts or ideas, or even better yet, post in the group. I can't wait to see how we do. This is very simple. This is very easy. That's the thought that we're going to keep this whole month. We are not going to overcomplicate things. Don't listen to that guy. All right. I should say that gal. What am I saying? All right. Have a great one. Thanks for joining.